Oh,
You
man.
had your wife, Kim. She was there. You said that she has been your rock. How has she helped you?
She's, this is where I'm going to lose it. She's been amazing. She's really taught me what unconditional love is. And I'm someone who has always in the past tried to do everything for everybody.
Van Der Beek and his wife Kimberly's love is eternal, and they made sure to commemorate that love just 2 days before James's death.
I saw you before we met each other.
Right.
At my friend Rosetta's house.
She's only recently admitted to this part.
I know, I had to make him really work for this. It's been, I think after like 12 years of marriage, I gave him this one, but I saw him and I thought, he's really hot. Like,
James Van Der Beek and his wife, Kimberly Van Der Beek, shared one last unforgettable moment together just days before his death, a private renewal of their wedding vows that has now touched hearts around the world.
excuse me.
Excuse me, I have a question. I'm like, who is interrupting me in the middle of this incredibly important revelation that I was like, damn, she's cute. And so, yeah, I had not quite gotten the sentence out. And then she was right there interrupting. And she's been clipping my sentences ever since.
It's my job.
And all that love that was that would have otherwise been directed at me was directed at my family. And that was just one of the most beautiful moments I've ever gotten to witness. And so I'm just so grateful.
In what Kimberly described as an intimate, deeply moving ceremony, the couple chose to reaffirm their love in the final stretch of James's battle with cancer, turning a painful goodbye into a moment of beauty, devotion, and grace.
Your wife and those 6 kids, how have they helped you on this journey?
I would not be alive if it weren't for my wife. She just has stepped up as a caretaker, as a nurse, as head of the household, and then my kids. As much as I want to shield them from them seeing me in any kind of pain or distress, I wanted to be Superman, super dad. You realize that resilience is not only something they have and can build, but it's the best thing for them.
The Dawson's Creek star and his wife of 15 years renewed their wedding vows in a, quote, simple and beautiful and moving ceremony that took place in their home in Texas at James's bedside. Kimberly saying, "We decided 2 days beforehand and our friends got us new rings, filled our bedroom with flowers and candles, and we renewed our vows from bed." The mother to 6 also revealing that in addition to their kiddos attending, so did a few family and close friends.
And he asked me,
I said, what are you looking for in a relationship? And she replied,
I'm not looking for a relationship.
and I remember thinking, I'll break you down.
The beloved Dawson's Creek actor passed away on February 11th at the age of 48 after quietly fighting stage 3 colorectal cancer. His death came just over a year after he publicly revealed his diagnosis, a revelation that shocked fans who had grown up watching him as Dawson Leary, the sensitive and thoughtful teen at the center of one of the most iconic coming-of-age dramas of the late 1990s and early 2000s.
Kindness isn't something that you teach, rather it's something that you demonstrate.
To reach out to friends and family and loved ones and talk about it and give your space that time to grieve.
I am worthy of God's love simply because I exist. And the same is true for you.
While the world knew him as a television star, in his final days, James was simply a husband, a father, and a man holding tightly to the people he loved most. According to Kimberly, the vow renewal was not something planned months in advance. Instead, it came together in an almost spontaneous and emotional decision. She revealed that they decided only 2 days beforehand, as James's condition worsened and time became painfully limited. But even with such little notice, their closest friends and family stepped in immediately, determined to create something meaningful for the couple during an unimaginably difficult moment. In a gesture of love and support, friends brought them new wedding rings, symbolizing the strength of their bond even after 15 years of marriage. Others filled their bedroom with flowers and candles, transforming the space into something peaceful, warm, and sacred. Because James was too weak for a traditional ceremony, the couple renewed their vows from bed, a detail that makes the moment even more heartbreaking and profound. It wasn't about appearances or grandeur, it was about love in its purest form, showing up for each other until the very end. Kimberly explained that some family members and close friends were able to attend in person, surrounding the couple with comfort and presence.
And all of those definitions that I cared so deeply about were stripped from me. I was away for treatment, so I could no longer be a husband that was helpful to my wife. I could no longer be a father who could pick up his kids and put them to bed and be there for them. I could not be a provider because that wasn't working. I couldn't even be a steward of the land because at times I was too weak to prune all the trees during the window that you're supposed to prune them.
Other loved ones joined through Zoom, ensuring that even those far away could witness the emotional exchange. In that room, the focus wasn't on illness or fear, but on the life they had built together, and the promise that love remains, even when goodbye is near. One of the most powerful parts of the ceremony came through music. Brazilian-born multi-instrumentalist Porangui, a friend of the couple, played what Kimberly called the most beautiful music. The ceremony ended with Judy Garland's timeless classic, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. The song, filled with hope and longing, carried an especially heavy meaning in that moment, as if it was both a farewell and a reminder that something beyond this life still exists. James Van Der Beek's passing has sparked an outpouring of grief from fans, friends, and fellow actors. But Kimberly's story offers a rare glimpse into the private humanity behind the celebrity. It shows that in the end, James wasn't thinking about red carpets or fame. He was thinking about his wife, his children, and the love that defined his life far more than any role ever could. Kimberly later announced his death in an emotional Instagram statement, writing that James passed peacefully and that he met his final days with courage, faith, and grace. The couple shared 6 children together, ranging in age from 4 to 15, and Kimberly has spoken about how deeply James treasured fatherhood. Those closest to him say that being a husband and dad wasn't just part of his life, it was the center of it. James and Kimberly were married on August 1, 2010 in Tel Aviv, Israel, beginning a love story that would span 15 years, 6 children, countless memories, and ultimately a heartbreaking farewell. Their vow renewal, held quietly in the bedroom where he spent his final days, has now become a symbol of enduring love, a reminder that even in the face of death, love can still be renewed, spoken aloud, and held on to. In the end, James Van Der Beek didn't just leave behind a television legacy. He left behind a family who adored him, a wife who stayed beside him with unwavering devotion, and a final moment of love so powerful that it continues to resonate far beyond that room filled with candles, flowers, and music.